Here to bask in unprecedented glory, because today I'm going to be shedding light on the truths of what it's like to work 11-hour shifts. Is it brutal? Is it unbearable? Is it agonizing? Is it distressful? Is it a calamitous predicament to endure? Well, my objective opinion, to be perfectly candid and to be perfectly blunt, I would deem the experience to be anything but meritorious or worthwhile. Why, you may ask? Well, it's exhausting. It renders you torpid, fatigued, debilitated, impaired, frazzled, and of course, vitiated as well as lethargic. What's the crux of the issue appertaining to working for a prolonged period of time, incessantly non-stop? Well, we don't have indefatigable energy. We're weary. We need to be nutrified. We need nourishment. And by working more than full time, you're earmarking time away from REM sleep, relaxation, and nirvana. Your mind is entrenched in completing activities to render business more lucrative, and this comes at the cost of your own euphoria. So you render yourself less gleeful in order to obtain more fiat currency, which you're unfortunately preordained to get extorted out of via taxation, which siphons your hard-earned money and re-emits your money to unproductive people to finance their amenities, luxuries, and grandiose lifestyles against your own free will. So, really, by working constantly above the full-time threshold, you're bartering in your finite, sacrosanct, precious, indispensable, non-replenishable time for fiat currency that you're preordained to get extorted out of in the form of taxation. You're compromising your house, which imperils you by sacrificing sleep for more fiat currency. You're also sacrificing eating time, so working full time encroaches on your ability to eat as you see fit and as you please. Furthermore, you're also allocating time away from de-stressing yourself, building friendships, going on excursions, and just living it up. You're depriving yourself of the highest form of ecstasy. So, really, to keep it succinct, in short, working can be detrimental to your health. You're sacrificing sleep, familial time, by taking time away from spending it with family members and friends. You're sacrificing eating time. You're pursuing repetitious tasks, and you're exchanging your time for a depreciating asset, if you want to call fiat currency an asset. So, if you enjoy your job, if you find it to be stimulating, if it provides you with your stimuli, and if you have stellar coworkers and phenomenal managers, then it can be a worthwhile experience. But even though I find my coworkers and managers to be amazing individuals, I would just love to have a guaranteed income. But when you're submerged in debt, when the interest accrues in the principal in perpetuity, it can be tiresome. I'm grateful to the opportunity to work multiple jobs, but at the same time, my life is just racing by, and in hindsight, in retrospect, when I look back, I realized that I've been missing out on life. When I was earning my doctorate, I allocated nearly all my spare time towards striving to attain a 4.0 GPA. Fortunately, I accomplished that goal, but it was futile and in vain because it didn't help me attain a higher salary nor the job that I desired post earning a doctorate. And then going back even further, I was able to finish high school in 3 years, college in 3 years, write a mixed message dissertation, earn 4 certifications, earn 4 degrees. But when I just look back at everything, in hindsight, I just would have done everything differently. You know, I wouldn't have been so fixated and infatuated with trying to get ahead. I would have taken life a bit slower and not have been so adamant about maximizing my GPA and striving for impeccability. You know, you don't need to be so punctilious with every little thing, nor OCD with every little thing. So you should be more laxed and more mellow and more laid back, and you should allow tranquility and serenity and blissfulness to be a part of your lifestyle. So while I am grateful that I've given the opportunity to work overtime when it's available, and even though I find the experience to be tiresome because it drains me of my energy, at least I'm gratified and grateful and humbled that I have the opportunity to help people each and every day, even if it comes at the cost of my own health, because it's encroaching on my eating schedule, sleeping schedule, and it pretty much drains all my spare time, which I used to allocate towards growing my brands. But unfortunately, doing those passive income streams is off the table. So it's wonderful that I get to help people each and every day solve their issues, but at the same time, I would love to have more spare time. I haven't enjoyed my life in so long, but I guess that's what happens when you're an indentured servant. When you're indebted, you can't control your time. You have no purview, you have no jurisdiction, you have no imperium over your time. Your life is in the hands of your employers, who dictate how you spend your time. You work on their schedule, not the other way around. So they're amazing people, but I would just love to have a guaranteed income so I can enjoy my life. But yet again, that mentality of having a guaranteed income is parasitical, because money has to come from somewhere, and I need to be able to pull my own weight and earn my keep. And I'm in this predicament because I decided to be in school for nearly 3 decades to earn a doctorate. Had I known that it would have culminated in being an unfruitful endeavor, then I wouldn't have been pursuant of it. But who knew that the future was characterized by sheer precarity? Who knew that the future was eminently unforeseeable? Who knew that the future was obscured behind a veil of mystery that can only be demystified over time? So my arbitrary assumptions, my predictions, my forecasts, my premonitions, my hopes, my aspirations, my dreams, they were all incorrect. And when you join the workforce, you get a reality check of how difficult it is to generate revenue in spite of your credentials, degrees, and past work experiences. So I hope that you found this video to be riveting, captivating, insightful, engrossing, and of course enthralling beyond fathoming. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Goodbye.